If you are a fan of sketch comedy, you are probably familiar with these guys.
Never really took Chicken Lady literally.
Oh, you're not too bright.
No.
Just the way I like them. I made more money in prison as a cigarette girl.
I'm cutting your head. I'm cutting your head.
We've been at it for 30 years. We're getting too old to even drive to the gig.
I really miss you guys. We're family.
Yeah.
No, we're not. My family isn't even family.
That's what I meant.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
It's a little bit of the many sketches performed by the Kids in the Hall. The sketch comedy troupe, of course, rose to prominence in the 80s, first with a weekly residency at the Rivoli, then with national TV shows here on CBC and on HBO. For 5 years, they won over TV audiences before disbanding, only to regroup again several times since then, including now. Tonight, the Kids in the Hall launch a new North American tour with a series of shows at the Danforth Music Hall. But first, we are joined in studio by Scott Thompson, Bruce McCullough, and Dave Foley. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for that charming intro.
Thank you.
Very
Yeah,
charming.
yeah.
Yeah, we don't deserve it, but
Yeah.
that was very nice.
Scott should have not been so rude about America, because that's my home now.
Yeah, I was
and
rude earlier.
you know, people there are really nice.
Could create some awkward moments.
Yeah.
No.
I got to explain that to everybody.
Aside from money, why are you doing the tour? And money's good. There's nothing
Money's
wrong with
good.
Money is good. We should never put money aside.
No.
Well, it's what we do. You know?
Actually, we should put money aside.
Yes, let's put money aside and
That's
make
why
some
we're
money
doing
for
it. We
you.
did not put money aside.
Yeah. Something about RSPs. No, you know, we have to keep doing it. I remember a few years ago, I saw Mavis Staples, who was 75 years old, do a show. And she said, and there's CDs for sale in the lobby, you know, after the show. And I thought, wow, she's 75 and she's still killing it.
Yeah.
You know, so I like to think that we're part of a tradition of people who just keep at it. Of course, that's a stupid point of view, perhaps.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a good point of view. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have to do it because I think we all have solo careers that we really enjoy, but when we're all together, all of our muscles get used.
What happens when you meet up? I mean, for the first time, because people are off doing their own things, living somewhere else. When you get back together to try and think about what to do, what's that like?
It is exactly like it was getting together every Friday to figure out what the Rivoli show was going to be on Monday. Nothing has changed.
Pretty much.
Well, we get right back to work. Mark's always reading his newspaper. He kind of looks up from his newspaper. And, you know, we're like an old family who, you know, get together for Christmas and kind of are like each other, but it's a bit weird. And then you kind of make fun of each other, and then you're back in.
Yeah, and you have that one big fight, and then the blowout's done, and then everything's fine
we
again.
watch Scott have a big fight with himself and with us in an
Now I fight with
imaginary.
myself
I
a
won't
lot.
do
Yeah.
Buddy Cole. Okay, Scott. Okay, I'm doing Buddy Cole, and then we're back in.
Yeah.
Are you surprised that nothing changes, really?
No, well,
A lot of
I
time
guess
passes, right?
Not, because I've realized that the whole notion of becoming a grown up is a fiction. That nobody ever became a grown up. Like none of our parents ever were grown ups, and that you stay the same person you were at birth for the rest of your life.
How do you know
Cynical.
what it is that is going to make each other laugh? Because, I mean, you're doing new stuff and old stuff, but when you're trying to figure out new stuff, and whether it's the same or not, how do you try and figure out what's going to make each other laugh?
Well, it actually does or it doesn't. I mean, the great thing about a room full of 5 guys, and we've always got a couple other people with us, what's funny just kind of rises to the top. That's the best thing about a room. We can move fast. And then, of course, everybody's sort of maybe lobbying for their own little pet project, but it's really clear that we should do this one, that one, and that one, and then the other two are sort of arbitrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like mathematical. You can't deny it. If it gets the laugh, then it's right.
And you're going to be doing new stuff on this tour.
Yes.
We're doing stuff that we developed. Was it last
A year ago.
Last
a
year.
year ago, December, when we did it. We did a show in Toronto where
Yeah.
we wrote a whole new show over the course of like 4 days, and then that mixed with some material that we did in 2008 that was all new stuff, and then a couple of pieces from the TV show. But I think only like 2-3 pieces from the TV
It's
show.
about a third each. Third brand new, third new that hasn't been on television, and a third from the television
It's
show.
a retrospective of pieces mostly that no one has seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, we attacked it. What
I'm
would
not
we,
sure what that means, but sure.
what would we want to do, and what would people perhaps want to see? So that's sort of
Yeah.
our organizing principle.
How do you pick what it is that you do? Because everybody's going to come and say, I want to see this, I want to see that. How do you pick the classic stuff that people will want to see?
Well,
that
we
you
had a
want
lot
to
of
do?
conference calls that I avoided being on most of.
Or dropped out
And then
early.
Dave comes to the first day rehearsals and goes, "What? Really? I'm doing that monologue?"
Yeah.
I don't know. Now it's kind of easier, and I think you got to do one of those. You've got to do a Kevin Dave scene. We're not doing a Bruce Mark scene for some reason, but you got to
We
do
aren't.
what you've got to. You know, it's
It was a
just
letter
natural.
writing campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's kind of what we want to do. Yeah, you want to do that? Yeah, let's do that.
Is there stuff that you don't want to do? Like
Not
is
in
there-
this show.
No.
In some shows, well, no,
Oh, do you
not
mean,
really.
You mean is there stuff that we don't want to do and we're not doing?
Yeah, that you just don't want to go back to. Thank you very much. And people
Oh.
might say, "I really want to see that," and we can't do that. It's over and done. with.
Yeah, I don't want to. Like, I really don't want to do Hecubus
Anymore?
No,
Because of the tights?
Hopefully never more.
But you're thinner than you've been in a long time.
I know, but I'm still 52.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Even
I
like a
think-
really fit 52, it doesn't matter.
It's instinctive. Like, I haven't done Cabbage Head in 10, 15 years. I could do it, but it's just like, I'd rather do something else. We don't go like, we'll retire stuff. I think probably we did teenage characters. I think that's one thing we really wouldn't do. I can do my little boy character because he's
It
an
is
old
weird
man.
that you can still do Gavin.
Well, it's,
Yeah.
And the little boy in the other scene
Yeah.
we're doing that I'm not
Because
going
it's
to
more
say.
detached. A child is more detached than trying to play a teenager, I guess.
Are you guys saying that there's some characters I shouldn't be doing?
No, you're
Like,
actually
I'm
fine.
past them?
You're old enough now to be Buddy.
Yeah, but there's certain women that I probably shouldn't be doing anymore.
Well, there's
Like, I
certain
probably
women-
shouldn't be doing Francesca, but I would in a second.
There were certain women you should have never been doing.
That's true. Like the hookers, I would have loved to have done the hookers again.
Mr. Heavyfoot, will Mr. Heavyfoot
Yeah,
run
will
the
you do that?
marathon?
No. Although I can, but we're not doing it.
You're not doing it, but
You've
you
never
could.
done them in live.
I did
have
it. I did
That's
a
the
Mr. I
funny-
did a
that's-
Mr. Heavyfoot film with my daughter that
saw
she
that.
wrote and directed for her submission.
Oh, did she write it?
Yeah, it was for her submission to get
Good.
into her film school academy.
Children
Her
are the future.
Her middle school film academy.
What?
Yeah.
There's such a thing.
Yeah. So she wrote and directed a Mr. Heavyfoot film.
Did it get her in?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Aside from the people who are on stage, what is different, or I guess what's the same with this group of kids in the hall than is the group that we saw at the Rivoli years ago? I mean, is there stuff that's still, because you're all different, but you see you guys pick up like this, and you just start
Yeah.
talking. Is there something that's still the same?
Yeah, our sense of humor just never changes. And I think, and we came
Mm-hmm.
together for our sense of humor. I think we were kind of friends and partially enemies before. Now we're mostly friends and
Mm-hmm.
good friends. But it's our sense of humor that got us to where we are and why we're here. Like, it's fun to have
Yeah.
dinner together, but really, it's fun to get on stage together.
Yeah. It gives us really doing a tour is it's a focus for us just to spend time together.
Yeah, and it's true. It's that simple. That these other four guys make me laugh harder than anyone else. And the one thing we really love and that we all, come together on is a really dark joke.
Yeah.
That's what we all five of us, even if some of us that aren't that dark, but a nasty, dark joke that you couldn't say on morning
Give us an
radio.
aubergine joke.
Yeah.
That's what brings us
Yeah,
together.
it's the one group where we never hear, "Oh no,
How could you say that,
oh,
Dave?
really?
that's too
Sacred
much."
cow.
Don't tweet that.
Yeah, you never hear that in the room with the kids in the hall.
Thank God we didn't come of age with the social media. I think we would have lasted about a week.
Ruined your career before it started.
Yeah.
It's great to have you back together. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you so
you,
much.
Matt.
Thank you. Oh, that's the end.
Oh.
Abrupt.
The end always feels like that.